Sené, so you are from Round Rock, Texas, and you went to Cedar Ridge High School. Tell us where Round Rock, Texas is and what life was like for you at Cedar Ridge High School. Who is High School Sené?
Okay, so Round Rock High School, or Round Rock, Texas, is a little, I think we're a town in Texas. We are named after a round rock. I was kind of, if I'm honest, I was kind of disappointed when I finally saw the rock. It's not that big, but and either way, I'm like 30 minutes out from Austin, and Cedar Ridge High School, like high school Sené. I would literally unpopular theater nerd. I did nothing but theater. We had 4 extracurricular classes, like extracurricular spaces, and I also took sign language 3 years of high school. So I would take my core classes over the summer so that I had space to take 4 theater classes as well as ASL. I did school and I did theater, and that was it. And that was all that I did. So I was putting in theater at school. And then after school, I was always in the shows and the big musicals. And then come senior year, well, because junior year, I auditioned for all of the outside of school extra like the pre-professional programs and the training programs. And I actually did not get into any junior year. So I trained really hard junior year, and then senior year, I was accepted into like the Zach Theater Pre-Professional Company and the Long Center for the Performing Arts Select Ensemble. So then it was literally school all day. You leave school, you go to rehearsal in Austin, and that was during the week. And then PPC was on Sundays, and then Saturdays was also Select Ensemble. So it was literally school rehearsal, school rehearsal, school rehearsal,
Yeah.
rehearsal, and just theater.
That's so interesting that you took the classes over the summer. I've never heard of someone doing that so that they can focus on the things they really like doing. And you could do that in your high school where you could do that so that you could immerse yourself. And then you auditioned and you got rejected. And this rejection theme for this conversation, I think it's so appropriate, especially being a performer. And, I'm a performer. I'm always putting myself out there. I mean, this is in a way, I don't want this to be a performance, but it's like, we're recording something and I want it to go well. So I feel you with that. When you got rejected your junior year, that could be pretty devastating. How were you able to recover after being knocked down by all of these dream places?
So if I'm completely honest, because when I got the actual physical rejection, my main focus was the Zach Theater Pre-Professional Company, because like in the Austin area, that's kind of like, if you're serious about theater, that's what you do. And like you pay tuition, and like it's conservatory style training. And I was with some friends, and they got the email that they got it, and I didn't get an email. And I was like, oh, it's fine, because I was like working. I was actually fundraising to go on a school trip. And I remember I got home, and so dramatic, closed the door, leaned against the door, sobbed the whole way to the floor, just laid on the ground crying. And I think that it's important to have that moment where you're sobbing on the ground, and you're like, I worked so hard for this, and I'm not getting to see the fruition. And then I remember getting the second rejection from the Select Ensemble, and then I really out on the floor crying. And then I had my little moment, and I was like, Sené, tougher things in your life have happened to you, and tougher things will happen. And you've gotten through all of those things, and you're going to get through this too. And I got back up, and I danced harder, and I took voice lessons, and I really zeroed in on my acting, and I worked really, really hard, and I made connections. I always went to like different education outreach programs that they had. And I was like, I really have to, if it's what I really want, then I'm going to have to put the work in. And I did. And I mean, it paid off.